Today I want to talk about the how chanting can be made use of in the the spiritual seeking or the sadhana. See, most people, most of the seekers who are totally entangled in the worldly affairs, it becomes very difficult to disengage from the worldly affairs and look within. So, for that kind of seekers, it becomes very useful if there is some kind of a prop to assist them and to uh, keep their mind fixed in one particular kind of a thought or any particular thing. So, as a prop, chanting becomes a very helpful tool which anybody and everybody can make use of in their spiritual seeking. So, see, most people, when talking about chanting, they might think, or they need to learn Sanskrit and chant long mantras. It's nothing like that. Chanting can be any of anything, any simple word, or even it could be just one, uh, sound, om being the primordial sound. That itself is sufficient, and it will be more powerful. But chanting om, that would it will not be very that uh, easy or interesting for most people. So instead of that, what can be done is, say, take any name that you like, or anything, any name of anything. It could be your pet's name, or it could be anybody, your parents' name, or children's name, anything. Or try to keep the name a very very short name, because that way repetition will be very easy. So my suggestion would be to go for the name Ram. Just two letters, and it's very easy to chant. When you can make use of the word Krishna also, that's also. But better than that, much more easier to pronounce is Ram. Anybody can do that. So what happens is you go on chanting. Now, before you chant, one more thing what that you can understand, you need to understand is why this chanting. Why this chanting is because see, the whole idea of this spiritual seeking is to get the attention from the worldly things. See, when I'm talking about worldly things, most people who are new to this thing will not understand what is this worldly thing, because for them the world is everything. They don't know anything beyond that. So actually, the idea is to bring your attention from the worldly affairs, the worldly things, that is the things that you are totally engaged in day-to-day activities, morning till evening. So gather your attention from all those things and slowly focus inwards. So focusing inwards will be difficult, because people generally will say, what is there to focus? There's nothing to focus. I don't see anything. So to avoid that confusion, chanting comes as a good tool. So what you can do is you can just chant, for example, the name Ram. So you can go on chanting Ram, 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 Ram. So what you have to say is that what you have to think or understand is that this chanting of Ram, 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 so that is the source. Since you are not able to at this point know what the source is, or how it feels like, so for you to use this prop and the sound of Ram, Ram, Ram chanting, you can use that as the prop and imagine. To begin with, you can imagine. Later on, when you gain greater depth in understanding, then you will know for yourself what how it can be more helpfully used. I mean, can be more helpful. So so imagine that this is a source. So keep all your attention on this source of chanting. That is Ram, 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 Ram. So by doing this, what happens is suppose now all your attention is being brought into this particular chanting and the sound of Ram. So everything gets excluded. Whatever is happening in the world outside is excluded. Now your focus is completely on this chanting of Ram. So if you continuously practice, it becomes very easy for you. And with continuous practice, what happens is this chanting of Ram, it goes on even without you chanting it, with effort. It goes on its own anytime, even while sleeping. When you suddenly awake in the night, you might notice that chanting is going on without your conscious effort. So that is the beauty of it. So that is why I said you can look at it or consider or imagine that to be the source or the self that you are trying to identify or to gain knowledge or access of, so that whenever you are stuck or you are in a entangled, or when you are in facing problem in the worldly things, then just focus on this chanting that is going on within you. Or if you have not come to that stage yet, you can just keep chanting, and with the knowledge that this is what the source is. There is nothing apart from this. The world is just what is it, the interpretations generated by the mind of the various sensations that keep arising from this source. So you can consider this chanting as a source itself, and imagine that all the sensations that you are generating is getting interpreted by the mind. I mean, all the sensations generated by this chanting is being interpreted and the world is projected. So that way it will be like equivalent to you having understood what actually the source or the self is. So this will be in the initial stage. So when you go deeper into this practice, then you yourself can understand what this self or the source is. So at that time, this chanting is not required. You can do away with that, and you can just stay focused on yourself. So that is the idea of chanting. So anything, you can take up any word, letter, whatever you feel like, sound or anything that you can focus your attention on. Thank you.